Hello, people. How are you? Hope you are good on this fine Thursday afternoon. For those that don't know, I'm Sade and I'm here with.
I'm Nana.
And this is our Love Island season 10 review show in conjunction with the Shade Borough. Obviously, we are one half of Your Aunties Could Never. And we're out of the studio today. You know, it's a nice day, so we thought we'll stay home today. So it's going to be a little, not actually the same, but different. Basically. Yes, we are here to recap the show, tell you what we think about the show, and also understand what you think by you guys leaving a comment. And so that being said, make sure if you're not already subscribed, sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you like this video right now, please. And then also, Nana, what do they need to do?
You need to share it everywhere, please.
Yes.
Share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube. You can create a community post if you have those facilities. Share it.
Yeah, we need more people involved in our conversations and get to know our chat and that sort of thing. And then also, guys, as we said, we're saying, we can super chat now. So if you want to send us a couple of pounds or use the link in our description to buy us a coffee, please, do not hesitate to go. Any money that you kind of send to us will be poured back into the show as well to make it bigger and better. We're always striving to be the best. And remember, we're not life coaches. We're not psychologists, we're not psychoanalysts, that sort of thing. We are just two very opinionated aunties who love reality TV. And, so take what we say with a pinch of seasoning. And if you have any major issues, take it up with ITV too.
Yes.
So let's get into the show. To recap what happened, new Bombshells Mal and Montel, they came into the villa. They had a couple of dates. They came into the villa and met everybody. Sammy made Catherine cry.
Yes, he did.
He made Catherine cry. I can't believe it. And Catherine and Scott had their first kiss on the terrace. Passionate kiss, I will say.
Yeah.
So let's start. What's your one word to sum up the episode?
I'm going to go with passion.
Passion. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to explain that a little bit?
I would say I think passion was shown. So not only because of the kiss, but also Catherine actually stating what she felt to Sammy. Like, I saw a passionate side to her. I saw her putting herself out there. So I'm going, that's why passion. It was
okay.
Good.
Okay. I am going to go with anti-black.
Okay.
That's my word. I was shocked and upset, and do you know what I mean by what happened in the villa yesterday. And it was just everything was just giving me this is anti-black. Do you know what I mean? So from what happened to the producer's decisions to the way it was edited, definitely anti-black for me.
Okay, we have a few words coming in. So Sistrin says, where was Mehdi with his indignation and anger when Sammy made Catherine cry?
Right.
Good question. Aratang says triggered is her word. Erin J says carpe diem. And Sistrin said, yes, Auntie Sade, anti-black.
That's what it felt like, boy. I can't lie. I was not.
True.
I was not impressed. So we started the episode with dates with the Bombshells. So Sammy and Mal and Montel and Leah, they were the first people to date. This is just after them being, do you know what I mean? The guys from the original villa being single. I don't know what's wrong with my words today. I need to get it together. Sammy and Mal's conversation was pretty good. Sammy thinks that Mal is what he likes on paper, like completely. Mal generally thinks the same. Tall, dark, and handsome is what she said. you know, when Sammy was saying, you know, like kind of like brunette and everything, she's like, that's me. Like she's got
petite brunette. That is her.
Yeah.
She is that. Her accent, for one, I know she's Scottish, but it sounds like there's something else there. Like it's not a straight Scottish accent, but also she talks like she's got a lot of teeth or something. There's something in her voice that was jarring me.
I mean, I didn't want to be presumptuous or rude, like, but I was just like, I thought, like, are you joking? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just thought, I think she is joking, but she just comes across a bit like off the cuff, a bit kind of quirky. I don't know. Because she was just like, I think that's me.
Yeah.
It was just like, what's going on? It seems strange. Like, this is a first date. Like, do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, maybe she's just quirky.
Let's file her under quirky. Let's say she's quirky. Yeah. Okay. I can go with that. She's different. She's definitely different to the girls in the villa. And she's bubbly as well. But yeah, there was something in her. I was like, I don't know. You could jar me. I'm filing her there. She could jar me. She could get jarring.
I can't lie. I was definitely in the jarring space already. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, what's this? But I didn't want to be like, is there something going on, or what is this? It threw me off. Let me say that. It threw me off. Montel and Leah, their conversation. So, you know, talk about what's your type, that sort of thing. He was saying that, you know, he's a serious guy. Leah revealed that she had a degree in dancing. So that explains why she was going so hard the other day in the little dance segment that they had. And, you know, his kind of thing was like, I think this is what he's asking all the girls. Like, you know, he plays football. He's an account manager, but he also plays football for Hemel Hempstead, I believe. And, you know, oh, would you come to a game? And she's like, yeah, I'll come to your games. I'll also wear a T-shirt with your name on the back. Okay, Leah. Relax. But I guess in a sense she does. So go.
She is very much on him. Like that. I think that was a given. That is her type. Down to a T. And I think she is his type as well. Like somebody said yesterday, like he probably is of that persuasion. I think he is. I think he is a classic baller. Yeah, that's his type.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I was just like, ugh. Because he was very excited. So do you know what I mean? So I was just like, okay. And I'm saying, because that means that Whitney and Catherine are kind of out. Do you know what I mean? So we want to make sure that they're safe, essentially. So then like talking villa, we start seeing the villa. Mehdi and Zach had a bit of a conversation. Everyone was literally just talking about, okay, like digesting what had happened and everyone getting voted and that sort of thing, and what categories that they were put into in terms of being the least compatible. Mehdi and Zach, you know, they were kind of like defending their, you know, well, Mehdi really defending his actions, saying, you know, we're too old, we're a bit older in the villa, which made me think, I don't actually know how old Mehdi or Zach are. Are they? That's
what I was thinking when he said that. I was like, actually, how old is Zach? Because I didn't know he was in the older space. So to put himself in the older space, that would suggest that they are both over 25s, like they're in that category. But also, I thought that Zach was more friends with Sammy. So I was kind of surprised at that conversation with Mehdi, because he was suggesting that Sammy was out of order. And I was like, I thought Sammy was your brethren more than Mehdi was. I was a bit like, this is a different dynamic that we're seeing from Zach.
Yeah, I think maybe he switched alliances because Sammy's making so many enemies. It wouldn't make sense to be aligned with him right now, to be honest. And you know, they just say Mehdi was like standing by thing, like I don't need to overtly like flirt to show that I like someone, you know, and Zach was like, yeah, opinions like arseholes, everyone's got one, and you know, Mehdi chuckled at that. It was very
I was surprised. I was like, that's different. We're seeing another side to Zach, like so he can be reasonable and mature.
Yeah, I don't trust him though.
No, I don't. But I was just pointing where he's where he's swaying to, what he's thinking
Yeah.
is popular. I was like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I see where you're going now, Zach. But yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I think he's a game player personally. Whitney and Molly were having a bit of a conversation, and Molly was basically saying, oh, you know, Mitch's wording was wrong, not saying what he said was out of order. Do you know what I mean? She was like, his wording is wrong, which I thought was just a bit like, okay. And Whit was kind of explaining, you know, they're building a foundation. Do you know what I mean? So like, and they're supposed to, you know, this is what Love Island is for, like to put people together that might not necessarily, you know, meet in the outside world, which is a fair point. I did think a fair point. I still don't believe it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it is a fair point. So like if you're defending it, yeah, you can't really argue with that, to be honest. But I think the vitriol that came from Mitch is just, you know, he could have said it in a different way. He could have said it in a more palatable way, but it was just a bit attacky, the way that he said it, in my opinion anyway.
I think his words weren't the best, but I think that's just timing. Because what he said, I think, is absolutely spot on. They wouldn't. He probably could have added in more words to, like, I don't see a compatibility because you're not even getting closer to each other.
Yeah.
He could have added those bits in. But she knows what he's saying. Obviously, she's going to defend herself. I actually think that Molly was in the wrong for even saying that his words weren't right. Because I think she also agrees with him that that is a thing. That these two don't look like they're compatible in any way anyway. So it was like, you're only saying that because Whitney's in your face. But if you was actually being honest, you probably agree with Mitch as well. Realistically.
I do think, though, I can't remember who Molly voted for now, but like, I do think that it's surprising that Mitch voted for them anyhow, because he really should vote for Molly and Zach. But it just goes to show that he's still obsessed with Molly and will do anything to keep her in the house. Because really, truly, why did he vote? Like, it doesn't make sense. Right?
Yes. Yeah. He wants to, I think he literally is like time. If enough time goes on, Molly may come back round.
Yeah.
That's what he's hoping for. Definitely.
He's holding out.
Yeah.
He's definitely holding out. Why Mitch and Jess are waiting for their dates. They say if it doesn't work out, let's get married. Like, they're both as goofy as each other at this point. They really are. You know, Leah kind of was saying that, you know, Montel is definitely her personality type. I was just like, personality type? That's your type. Like, just
what's your type?
You trying to quantify
it? It's like, just saying he's your type. He's your type about personality type, whatever.
Molly voted for Leah and Mitch. And some. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Jess. Jessica, thank you so much for that. Montel and Jess, they had their date, and so did Mal and Mitch. With Montel and Jess, you know, they talked about, like, Jess was questioning him a little bit, asking, you know, if he likes to party, but he was like, no, I'm a homebody when I have a girlfriend and that sort of thing. Sounding like good stuff, you know, and he's talking about, you know, he wants to do well, he wants to be rich and stuff, and have a couple kids, and just loved that. Do you know what I mean? She was just like, you know, I totally live in a dream world, and I would have 5 kids, and I want to be rich and stuff. So it was like a
sparks. I wasn't getting sparks from them at all.
No,
I didn't get either of them was remotely interested in each other than like for having a normal conversation's sake.
Yeah, it seemed chill, just chill, not awkward. Unlike Mal and Mitch, which was awkward. Well, we did find out that Mal's full name is Malissa. That's how she said Malissa, which was interesting. Mitch, you know, straight away asked, "Am I your type?" And her response was, "I'm not sure. You seem fine." That's gonna be no, babe, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. And Mitch can't help himself by just jumping straight in. Like, You can't just ease up. Like literally, you've literally just sat down and already you're wanting compliments or some type of reassurance. It was very strange.
Seriously, and
yeah,
like he's so hungry. It's just he's like starving. He's absolutely starving. And also, like, you know, he liked her teeth, and then he was like, do you brush them? Like what?
He said he brushed them often. I was literally like, Mitch.
Like, you know, when you say, like, when you say like, no, that's no riz. You have no riz whatsoever.
God.
No, just ridiculous.
He can't help himself. Like, yeah, Mitch definitely he needs Jess now because Mal isn't even an option. That's not happening. Like, poor guy. Yes.
Yeah.
I was literally like, Mitch, you're terrible at this. I so thought he was going to be better, but he's really bad.
Like he's out of practice. Like,
yes.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it come like. He's been out of the game for years. Do you know what I mean? Do you brush your teeth often? Are you all right? So strange. So in the villa, the girls and the guys are still chatting about the same thing. They talk about Sammy being so emotional. And then Ella starts talking about, you know, she understands Jess and Sammy's relationship because, you know, she was talking about when people fight and get back together and they, you know, they love each other. They got so much love for each other. She was actually outnumbered because everyone was just silent around her. Like, what are you talking about? Those guys are not compatible at all. Do you know what I mean? And it just goes to show again, Ella, her viewpoint is always so freaking different to everybody else's. And then also as well, you're talking about yourself and Ty. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just projecting.
Everything she described was her and Ty. Yeah. I was literally like, actually, Jess and Sammy before this week hadn't had that cycle. You and Ty have had that cycle about even sleeping in a bed together. Like, you're always bickering. She was just talking about herself. Basically, but basically. Yeah. That wasn't about Jess. That wasn't about Jess. She was talking about
it wasn't. She saw she saw herself in that. Like, oh, they're fighting. That's what me and Ty do. Okay, give them a break because that's what me and Ty do. Don't vote for us because that's what me and Ty do. That's basically the underlying message of that. Do you know what I mean? And you know, and then Scott was talking to the boys. Do you know what I mean? And he was explaining, like, you know, what Sammy said is essentially out of order. You know, he pulled Catherine first. You know, there was he's like every guy's dream, 2 stunning girls, and like, how can you actually say that I'm not attracted to her and actually even say that in my face while I'm actually even holding her hand, you know? But that holding hand comes back to bite him. Serious. Comes back to bite him. Scott then talks to Catherine and it looks like they're both super happy. You know, she's asking questions. She's asking, you know, she's been proactive. Like, okay, I know this has happened, but okay, how are you feeling about Leah at the moment? Do you know what I mean? And he kind of like confesses that he's leaning more towards her. He thinks they look good together. And like generally that whole situation seems to bring them closer together.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they that's who she's going to land with. So I'm all right with it now.
It is what it is. That's what it
is. Like. What it is. It is.
Yeah. So then Bombshells, they come into the villa. The guys bring them in. Mal really reveals, as we thought anyway, I think they put it on into Love Island's Instagram. Her top 3 are Scott, Sammy, and Zach. And Montel's are Leah, he says is definitely more his type. Ella and Catherine. Leah just starts gushing about the date, and Sammy just reinforces that Mal is definitely his type on paper. Then Jess literally, you know, she just starts crying. She says she's overwhelmed. Then she starts getting a bit irate as well in the crying, saying, you know, it's just really a lot for her that she thinks that people are fake, especially Whit and Catherine. And she calls them out specifically and basically saying, like, how could you vote for me? Do you know what I mean? Which I think is slightly fair. However,
I think it's fair.
I think
it's fair. Like, as your brethren, I think it's fair for her to think that, like, as I was saying, you'd think that they would have her back.
But at the same time, don't you think that if I don't think Catherine is this type of person, but Jess, you're part of the team that voted for Dre. So it's the game, no? Do you know what I mean? Because if Catherine was holding a grudge, that wouldn't it be a problem? That's what I don't know. It just seems.
No, I see what you're saying. I think it's fair, but there's feelings in it, as we have spoken about. It's feelings. Yeah. I can understand where Jess was like, I thought you were my girls. I was like, I get why she's vexed. I could back it for myself and be like, again, it is the game. The game is the game. You guys were arguing. Like, we had to pick somebody. But yeah, I would expect a bit of solidarity.
Yeah, but also as well, yeah, you got to think like they did have a big, massive argument. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like that did happen, like, and it wasn't just one night. It was a couple of things, so it's still fresh in everybody's mind. So you do need to be. Well, I think, like I said the other day, I think it's a lesson for both Sammy and Jess. Do you know what I mean? That you need to relax. You can't be doing, because how people will take it, how you think it's going to be, people will take it differently. Because, and also as well, because Sammy goes around saying like, Jess isn't really my type. Do you know what I mean? It's not like Ty and Ella in that sense. Like Ty, you can see he's obsessed with Ella. Do you know what I mean? Even if he's being a cheeky chappy, he's still obsessed with her, right?
Definitely. And everybody always says that. We can see that Ty really likes her. So, you know. I'm trying in the chat. Everybody is saying the first look has been released, and I'm trying to get it up so that we could actually.
Oh no! Don't put it in the thing. You'll probably cuss. We'll probably get a thingy. It's going to be too long.
It doesn't first look. I've seen loads of people have been sharing it. I don't know what ITV2 has on that, but you seem to be able to put it within your streams, and it doesn't seem to cut it.
Okay, cool.
I can't seem to get it on at this moment. It's like I think it's the internet connection.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. But I am trying. But yeah, no, carry on.
Okay.
But everybody seems to have seen it. So guys, I'm trying so that we can chat about the first look as well, because it looks like it's a juicy one.
Okay. So so then just being overwhelmed. Jess, she's basically turning on Catherine and Whit. Mitch is not compatible with anyone. That's my note, and never will be.
You know what has been getting me with Mitch is Jess actually continuously turning to him to talk about Sammy. At some point, is he not going to be like, chick, like, you can't just keep on talking to Sammy? Like,
he doesn't care.
We can't keep on having the same conversation. It's really weird. I guess he knows he's still having relevance doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want Jess to then start being like, I'm going to give Mitch a try. Just for a second. Like, you know, I'm not going to talk
I think she's got no choice. She's got no choice, really.
Did they say what it was? I think earlier on I saw Sistrin say, no, he can't pick Jess.
You know what? They did say at the beginning of the episode, but it was still unclear, because they said the voiceover was like they can't choose each other. So it was just like, that's the thing. So I don't know. I don't know if it's been clarified anywhere else, but it's just conflicting out there. I've seen both, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I still want to know if they can pick each other.
Okay.
In that way.
Yeah. It does make a difference. So in the morning, Ella, sorry, I didn't write down the note, but she got onto someone in the bedroom and I couldn't remember who it was.
Let me see if
it was just like, it created a load of tension, and then Zach jumped in, was just like, acting like the dad of the house. Is just like, okay, yeah, guys, everyone just have their conversations and then squash it. Do you know what I mean?
Who did Ella come at? I must have missed that.
She came at someone. She was talking to someone. Maybe it was Sammy or something.
Jessica says it was Mitch.
Oh, okay. Do you remember what for? I can't remember. I can't remember what it was for.
Jessica, can you fill us in? Because I must have turned away. I did not see that.
Yeah, I wrote a note and I was just like, but I didn't finish it. And then so then as they do, they split everybody up in the morning and just ask, do the thingies. But what the main things were that, they would comment on the tension in the bedroom because it was definitely insane. Catherine was telling them that last night brought them closer together, like her and Scott closer together. And Sammy, Ella, Jess, and Leah were talking about Sammy comparing basically their relationship to Catherine, Scott, Whitney, and Mehdi. That was just kind of giving anti-black, to be honest. And Whit basically was saying that she felt disrespected by Sammy's comments, and she said, "How can be 6 foot something and bitter?" Sammy and Mitch,
the best. Whit is always great. Jessica has said that Ella wanted to know why Mitch had a screw face for people voting for them when they said they were just friends.
It's true. And then Leah piped up and said, "I've never told anybody that. It's just there's nothing there." Sorry? Haven't you? Well, you don't need to tell us. We know. We can see it.
You know what? I swear Leah has said this, though. Maybe she hasn't said it directly to the girls, but I swear she has said either to Sammy or to Ty, but she has stated to somebody, or maybe even Molly, no, it ain't happening with Mitch. She doesn't see Mitch like that. She has said it. Being a little asshole.
Yeah, makes sense. Mal wanted to talk to Scott and was talking about how nice his eyes were. Montel was agreeing. Mehdi and Sammy, they had a bit of a conversation. Mehdi basically was saying to Sammy he was surprised by the reaction. Sammy's thing is just like, people have been bigging us up and then they voted for us. Do you know what I mean? And he thinks that they're more compatible. But Sammy's undertones, like, I just can't get thingy. It was just giving anti everything. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Like, how can you, be... And the thing is, the vim he has for all the girls, but not the guys, it's just a bit insane to me. Because you was giving big energy before. And then when you're in Mehdi's face, you wasn't giving big energy.
You see how it was very flat and just like, look, this is how it is, mate. Like, it was all calm and placid, but with the girls, it is definitely like, look, I stated what I said. The way he was talking, I was like, Sammy's a chief, and it definitely is anti-black. Yeah, it definitely is. Like, I am not attracted to these girls. Yeah, and I don't understand why these guys are even attracted to them. Yeah, and I don't think they are. I think they're doing this to stay in the game. They're just
pretending, or they're doing what do you call it, respectability politics or something like that. And the thing is, it's just like you're projecting. Do you know what I mean? Like you're blatantly projecting. And the thing is, mate, I did see on Twitter. I don't know if it's verified, but apparently people found out his family's Facebook accounts, and apparently it's very anti-black. Like it's not even.
You could see in the words that he used, you could tell that he is definitely one of those. I mean, the whole world's going woke, and like you could tell him and George would have been brethrens. Yeah. They're cut from the same cloth. Yeah, and it was like, he just. I think for Sammy, he was surprised at the level of heat he was getting. He thought he could say those things and nobody was going to say anything. Yeah,
he kind of sees it as like, I'm keeping it real. It's like, nah. Bro, it's just like you're outside your normal environment. This is not okay. Yes, this is like what you're saying is actually not okay at all, kind of thing, and you shouldn't really be in there, to be honest. Montel and Catherine had a conversation. He's saying, he's been looking for her. He said that he absolutely had to speak to her. And
do you believe him?
No, not at all. Not at all. I just like Catherine was talking about, we revealed a little bit more about Catherine though, which I liked. Do you know what I mean? That she's like got a master's in real estate. Do you know what I mean? Like he seems like super impressed by that. Like, talking about she's a girl boss, this type of thing is the type of girl that he needs. Which I thought, okay, cool. But I just think you're just a bit playing a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe you're attracted to her, but it's not your preference. And it
No.
could be their preference. So
No. And I feel there's something about Catherine where guys who are who generally wouldn't really go for a black girl would find her safe for a
yeah.
dab, but she may not ever be the one. There's a certain type of guy that she has to really watch out for, that are gonna be like, I'm attracted to you, but they're gonna play with her. And that's what I was getting from Montel. You could be like, no, she's a pretty girl, but are you going to pick her over Leah? I don't think so. And that's the thing where it's like, no, Catherine has to be very conscious of, there's quite a few guys that will do that and place her in situationships very easily. She's like, she's an acceptable representation of blackness. So she has to mind that.
Yeah, thank you, Erin. That's exactly what I was just gonna say to Life of Bodge. He blatantly said that Leah is like his type. That's the one of the first thing he said. That 100%. No, he said Leah first.
Leah was first. Ella is also in it.
Ella, he said later on, but he said Leah first.
It's Leah. It's Leah. Ella could get a marriage, but a black woman as his wife or baby mother, I can't see him, that type of a guy, ever having that. Ever.
No. So yeah, but I mean, like, the thing is, he's open to both. The only thing is, it's just like, this is the problem with Love Island, that is, which you know, can be harmful to the black contestant, the black female contestants, when they don't bring in what do you call it? They don't bring in males that black is their preference, or black is their number one, or would be their priority. That's the thing, and that's the world that we live in. So that's what we're discussing. I just think it's like, it does a disservice to them. So it's different if you like both. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And there's equal, but we don't see that often in the history of Love Island, that black girls get picked in that kind of way. And that's just a fact. We could probably do some data and run through the stats. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And it's a problem. They need to sort it out. They're trying. I think they are trying, though. They are trying. They
definitely are. They definitely are. Yeah, it is getting better. But then also what I find interesting is then you start to see way more of the social dynamics that can go on, even when somebody is saying, I am open to all types of women. There's still a hierarchy at play with certain types of men. And they are the types of men that would go for Love Island as well. So it still is that. It is just being very aware as a black woman to be in these spaces, to avoid those types of men as well, and not allow them to gas you, because then that also does affect your self-esteem when you're like, they like me, but I never convert to be like a main girlfriend. Yeah, that's also very damaging.
Which is what happened to, I can't remember what season it was, but Samara, I think, beautiful girl. Do you know what I mean? Yes. And she became deeply, deeply insecure because she just kept on being last picked or whatever, that kind of thing. And just, it was horrible. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like, it is a real problem. So we also see Mitch and Mal have a conversation again. Reveals that she's half Thai, half Scottish. We knew she was half Scottish anyway. You know, she seems like a happy-go-lucky guy. He kind of thinks that she's different to other girls. I think she's a bit weird in a good way. Do you know what I mean? You know who she gives me Phoebe Buffet. That's what I think. She's a Phoebe.
Yes, she is. Yeah, but I think quirky. I like quirky usually, but there's still something about her that is just not rubbing me up right. I don't know. Maybe I need to give her a couple more episodes. But so as it stands.
But the thing is, I remember last season, you was cool with Will. So why is this quirky not okay?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why this quirky isn't hitting, but I don't know. Maybe I need to remember. I didn't like Will at first as well. Actually,
I thought you liked him.
I thought he was going to turn into a full-on clown, but then he showed other sides to him, and then I was on board. So maybe she's going to do that to me as well.
Maybe. Yeah, Sammy basically was doing the tours of like, I need to talk to everybody. I think the producers made him talk to everybody,
I
and
think
he
so
literally
too.
just made it worse. So he chatted to Scott. I could just tell they don't like each other at all. Like at all. And I rate Scott a bit because he was not backing down. He's just like, nah, you're actually a boy for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So watch what you say. You can't just talk to me anyhow. And I absolutely love that energy. You know, he said what he had to say, like you know, I think what he said was out of order, physically, talking about the physicality and everything like that. But Sammy was just like, yeah, I'm not in the heart. He was like, he again in his face, it was just like almost like, we have to agree to disagree, but in the heart, you're like, yeah, I'm not taking it back. Like, do you know what I mean? So you got all the vim for the girls when you're in the heart talking to camera, but not in the guys' faces at all.
He knew Scott would have cussed him.
Yeah.
Scott he had vim, but I there was a little bit of a sass to him as well. I was like, Sammy knows I can't go toe to toe with this dude. Like he will escalate. He'll take it up a notch or two. But yeah, Scott went up. I gave him 5 extra points. He went up in my estimation just a little bit.
But yeah, I'm not caping for Scott, but yeah, I did like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we see Sammy, Catherine, and Whit. Now, yeah, I can't lie. I just knew this wasn't going to go down well, but I didn't know it was going to go there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't know it was going to go there. So they obviously bring up, you know, like what was he going on about the physical attraction thing? And, you know, Sammy starts going into like, you know, I think me and Jess are far more compatible, etc. And Whit was just like, well, obviously not. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Just like, it's so freaking true, so on the ball. And then Catherine just starts getting frustrated because this guy is talking over her, just, you know, talking about going off subject and not actually talking about the point that she's talking about. And she's like, stop comparing the situation. It's not the same, you know? And then I think she just got overwhelmed and literally just started crying. And, you know, he was just indifferent to it. He did not register. Like it was very cold and very kind of like, you're not even flinching at all.
But we've seen a pattern.
Yeah,
we see a pattern now with Sammy. He doesn't care.
This is the second time, right, that he's done that.
Tears don't faze him. Like actually, and that to me is a huge red flag, because most men just off of the bat are like, oh shit, tears.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
But for him to really have that thing of like, I don't give a fuck about your tears. I have my point of view.
Yeah.
Most people watching him who are interested, you should be like, okay, what's this?
That's a massive red flag. That is giving, you know, not to label people, but like it's giving narcissistic tendencies. It's giving, do you know what I mean? I did not like. That was a hard watch for me. Yeah. It really was a hard watch. I did not like it at all. And Catherine was just like, you literally don't care. You know, oh, it's not that I don't care. I mean, you're beautiful, but like, and then he went back to his point again. It's just like, are you okay? Are you okay? And then he was saying, oh, you know what? Because I think he clocked like, this is thingying. I could see Whitney's face, and then he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I apologize if. And then Whitney was just like, well, what are you actually sorry for?
Yes.
He couldn't even say. And he was basically, yeah, but I did mean what I said.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, then you're not apologizing, are you? You just hurt someone, you've upset them, and then you just you're just there.
It's like it didn't land, but also I get that Catherine wasn't able to fully convey her point of you saying that there's a lack of physical attraction to the nation suggests that there is something wrong with me. Like I am not physically attractive to secure this guy. Like that's where she was going with her speech. But he isn't even allowing that to take place to even hear where she is coming from for why what he said is hurtful and damaging.
Yeah.
Hopefully producers explain that to him. But overall, I do think he definitely is anti-Black. So he doesn't care anyway, because he's still going to be, I don't find her attractive. Yeah. And I don't know why he finds her attractive.
Yeah. He doesn't believe it. He can't fathom it, actually. He can't fathom it at all. He's just that just showed him again to be a nasty piece of work. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, because the thing is, like, you know what? There are times when I think even with Jess, like, you can be in the right, you know, but how you come across, how you say your point, how you treat someone in that moment is very telling of your character. Like, you just don't have to, you don't have to kick someone just because you're right. You don't have to talk down to someone just because you're right. Like, you absolutely don't at all. You should have care and compassion for your fellow, you know, human beings, you know, whether you're attracted to them or not. And it just goes to show again, like, and what some of these guys in this video showing, that if they don't fancy you, they will treat you anyhow. Like, they think they can talk to you anyhow. And I know Whit was ready. She was ready. And also as well, what I don't like and why I'm holding the producers responsible as well, is that the way they cut that scene, there was no emotional reset then. Do you know what I mean? That was very, very raw. And I just don't, it was horrible. It was horrible. I think
it was a hard one. It was hard, but also very necessary again for people to see that play out.
But the thing is,
how dismissive he was. Like, I was like, actually, this is a good show and tell for when you actually go to somebody like Sammy with a grievance, how they treat you. It's just that thing of like, okay, and then the platitude of an apology that they're going to give. That half-assed, like, I didn't mean to hurt you, but all I was saying was, and it's like, you're actually not listening to a word she's
at all. But what I didn't like though, Nana, is that, you know, what they showed, and this is producers again and editing, what they showed was Ella, Ty, and someone else looking on, saying Catherine's crying. They just froze. They didn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? They don't have to show that. We don't know what happened after that moment. We don't know if anyone came over to see what was happening. Do you know what I mean? That's wrong. You know, because even Jess got condolences, right? You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. So I think it is those levels of compassion.
Yeah.
Again, even as we started this, when people were like, "Where was Medi's vim for Catherine?" That she was crying.
Yeah. Where was Medi pulling people up, pulling Sammy up? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yes. So that is definitely fair, and I would love for when they do come out, if we ever get clarification on that. Like, what actually took place?
Yeah, I want to know if anyone come and help, like come and try and resolve that situation, or did they just sit there? You know, I just don't. That's what I'm saying. It's like the power of editing, so you know what story you're trying to say. That it's kind of okay for these guys to talk to her in this way, in this moment, and for her to be left there dealing with that. Actually, two black women to be left there dealing with that. Because Whitney is a witness to that as well. Do you know what I mean? And if they was to rail up now, if they was to lose their temper, then they're the ones that are seen as the, what do you call it? Do you know what I mean? The aggressors.
Yeah. But I would say that is indicative of TV in general. It's conventions. It's holding up a convention that you can't have a white woman have tears without there being repercussions. You can have a black woman in tears and it ends there. It's just enforcing stereotypes, really. But I think it's fair for us to raise that this is, we are witnessing this take place again.
Anti-blackness has levels.
Yes. Yeah.
It just has levels. Okay, so then we see black people, Montel and Ella. They have a conversation, you know, they talk about her relationship with Ty. She thinks it's going well. You know, it's a very chilled, relaxed vibe. You know, Montel's like, usually girls come to me, so I don't really have to work that hard and everything. But he, you know, he kind of hints that he's interested in her, but he doesn't want to be a home wrecker. That was her phrase. And also he doesn't want to waste his time also. I don't know how Ella's going to play this. I'm thinking maybe she will, what's the word? She might string it along if she can. Do you know what I mean? I think she would. I think she's. I wouldn't put it past her to like keep her option open, and I think that she should, because I don't trust Ty at all. Yeah,
she absolutely should. I don't know. I still think Ty is better looking than Montel. Yeah, and I think Ty is more suited to Ella in a way, their temperaments, than Montel is. I don't think he's a match really, but she should flirt along with it. Just keep her options open, really. Yeah, but I wouldn't risk it for that dude over Ty, personally. If I was going to be an Ella at 22, which I would have been a little bit younger, but definitely would have been with a guy like Ty, I probably wouldn't have risked it for Montel.
Yeah. For Montel. Maybe the only thing is that Montel, he's very similar to Ty, but he's like he's coming across as the more stable version of Ty.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So maybe you would risk it. I don't know, because
I think Ty's cuter. I think Ty is like, he's better looking. I think Ty is actually better looking than Montel.
Yeah, but Ty's chaotic. He's toxic.
He is toxic, Ty.
I mean, he's a bit thingy. He's a bit, what's the word? I don't even know. I can't remember. But they also talk, Ty and Montel, and basically saying, Montel says that Catherine's got a lot of green flags and everything, and he rates. And Ty was saying, Leah rates you a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saying that, Ella's comfortable, but Montel was saying, I do check for Ella still.
Yeah.
And they were saying, like, if you want to go head to head, let's go. May the best man win. So I was just like, I wonder what that would be out.
Well, for one, Ty was totally like, you're not a match for me.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, it's me and you are not size. He did already do that. And I did think Montel's face looked like, I'm not going to rise to it. But deep down inside, he was like, this fucker trying to sun me. But yes, I don't know. I don't think he is a match for Ty, though. I think Ella ain't going anywhere. I didn't like that Ty was really backing it for Leah. But maybe he's just backing it for Leah so that he doesn't think to go for Ella properly. I don't know. But he could have backed it for Passion. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Ty also still likes Ella. Do you know what I mean? Like, Leah. Yeah. I think, yeah. I think he wants options. I don't know. When you got 100 girls under your belt, and you're only, what is he, 22?
Yeah.
He wants all options still present.
You know what? Somebody's just said what I was going to. Diane says, people are saying Tyreek likes Catherine or hates her. The views are very opposite. There's something in it. I'm leaning towards he don't like Catherine, but I just noticed he's never an advocate for Catherine, and that rubs me up the one. But maybe he does like her. I don't know. Maybe he is being schoolboyish about it. But there's something, he either likes or he don't like her. Definitely.
I don't know, man, because sometimes, I don't know. Maybe that's a conversation for another day, but or a different show. But I don't know. It's interesting. I'll look at that.
Alyssa says he always shades Catherine. He does. But if he gets an opportunity to kind of do Catherine down, he kind of will. But he doesn't ever speak her up. There's something in it. There's something. Yeah, Tony T says I don't think he likes Catherine or Whitney.
Yeah, but it's kind of, don't want that to be the case. I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't either. I know. Me and Toxic Ty, but there is something. I keep on side-eyeing the dude when it comes to the black women. Yes,
annoying.
Giving me classic footballer vibes. It is annoying.
So annoying.
Life of Bosch says maybe he don't like her because of what she did to Andre. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. She didn't do it to Andre though. Zach did, who is his boy. So I don't know. But Aratang, yes, agreed.
Erin says, do you remember the first episode? He was flirting hard with her. With Catherine, was he? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay, we've got to go back and watch and see.
Yeah. So much. There's so much in this episode. Oh my God. Seriously. So Mitch and Jess, like I said, them two, Mitch done a mock recoupling, and scripted out the words. When he's picking Jess, he said, put this in your mind's eye. Let's make this reality. Let's manifest this. He said, manifest this with me.
Yes.
hilarious. It's hilarious. And you know, it was very silly. Yeah, it was just very silly. But I love that for them too. I think like if they can be together, they should. I think they make a
Definitely.
good
Definitely. Yeah. The more time they spend together, I just wish Jess would shut up about Sammy and concentrate on the man that's in front of her. And I actually think they would make a cute couple.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that they would work and he would be devoted to her because it's Mitch.
Yeah. I can't lie. They would be unhinged together. They really would.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, she did talk about Sammy. She did say that she wasn't, you know, it's a red flag that he made Catherine cry and didn't apologize. So that, do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. And, you know, Mitch was like, yeah, I'm your hero.
Everything Jess says, Mitch is always there to be like, no, but I'm the opposite of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
to reinforce all the freaking time. And then Sammy and Catherine had a conversation. I'm fully certain that the producers told Sammy, if you don't apologize to this girl now, you're out.
You're out.
You know what I mean? Serious. Because number one, he didn't look happy to be there. He was like, oh, I'm not great with my words. I didn't mean this. What I actually meant was this. But what I did mean was what I said. So I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? No, if I want to apologize, if I made you feel bad. He said if.
He did do the if. He did the classic, the PR apology. That does suggest production told him.
Yeah. And it's not like it's not if you made me upset. You was there, you saw it. Do you know what I mean? What kind of
it was a shit apology.
It was shit.
Catherine, as always, was very gracious and was like, it's okay, Sammy. Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah, we have to live together. So do you know what I mean? And I get it, but I don't know. I just want, we don't have a Zara this year. Right? You don't have that Zara energy that actually bun you. We will never speak again. We're like Cardi B. If you beef with me, you will be forever.
Ever.
We don't have that, and I kind of feel like we kind of need that because Sammy does not deserve that, like an acceptance of that apology. He doesn't. He really doesn't deserve
Whitney
it.
may have that because I think Whitney is firmly bun Sammy.
Yeah.
So we'll see how she interacts with him going forward. But Catherine's gonna be nice, you know. You know what? Laugh a bodge, laugh out loud. That's Ella. Ella has that energy. I think Ella would be firmly like bun you.
So, serious? You think?
Yeah.
Unless it's Ty.
Yeah, of course. Ty is her man. Like, basically, those two. Those two go together.
So they go real bad.
Real bad.
Seriously. You know, so yeah, even Mitch and Jess, even in the evening, they talk again. They talked a lot, man. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So you know, he's like, you can try it with me. I'm gonna, you know, upgrade from Sammy to me.
I know, imagine that. He's so ballsy in it about.
He really is bold.
Like, I'm an upgrade. I was like, Mitch, you absolutely. I mean, it's not far from Sammy to be an upgrade anyway, but
no, it's not actually.
You got your issues too. Like Sammy's got his issues, you got your issues. That nobody is coming up top.
But do you think no, because it has to be there. Because I was thinking like maybe Mitch is this unhinged because he's never been in this position before. So he needs a partner for him to ground him. Or do you like, because you know, like some guys are like monsters if they're not in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? If they're in a relationship, they're like calm. They just can't.
I would like to see him and Jess together because I do think that is him. I actually do. I think he does seem quite lost and desperate without a woman.
Yeah.
So if he was settled with Jess, I think we would see who he is, like his personality come out.
Yeah, because we've seen the playful stuff, right? Do you know what I mean? Which is kind of cute. It's kind of cute to watch. And then he's like, you know, we're not just friends. We're going to be more than friends.
By hook or by crook.
But relax. He's driving the point home all the time. He's going to get what he wants, I think.
He is.
Mal and Sammy, this was the oddest conversation. I just don't even know. It was all over the place. Like, serious. At one point, she's like, you know what's interesting about me? It wasn't even like he asked. She just offered.
Why are you raising your shoulders? Is that how she talks?
Yeah. I don't smell like Nubio. And then she turned it into a cheers. Like, shall we cheer? What? How do you jump from that to? Is it nervousness? I don't know. Like, but it was just weird. Like, I think Sammy likes her physically, but I can see him like, I don't know how to process this. Like,
yes.
Do you know
I think if she carries on with this tempo and her voice and everything, I think Sammy is going to lose interest quite quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her quirkiness, I don't think is him. I think he's a very straight down the line kind of Essex guy, EDL, like that type of dude. I don't, and also like, although some of those guys do actually have a Thai wife. Like I don't know if he's gonna go for her. I think she's a bit quirky, too quirky for him.
She's too thingy. Like I just don't know. I don't know.
Millie says Mal's voice is annoying, and Alyssa said same. I kept skipping parts with Mal in it.
Not skipping parts.
Her voice is jarring though. There's something. There's something.
Yeah, someone said it earlier. I saw it like it's very cartoony. She kind of gives me like Wallace and Gromit, like that kind of like cartoons were real life and stuff. She's like could be a character or could voice a character there. So Mal and Zach, that was like pointless conversation. I think she really caught. I don't know what Zach was putting down, but it wasn't what she picked up. She was just like, he was really flirting. I was just like, no, that's not Zach flirting. That's him being uninterested, because that's how he was with Charlotte. It was
He'll give you simple chat, but he weren't in it. I don't think I weren't seeing that. I wasn't seeing flirt unless they cut out all of his flirty bits. But I was like, he was giving very simple, pleasant chat. You know,
mate. And then Montel and Leah, they talk again. You know, she kind of reveals that I think they both said that they would go for each other on the outside. Yeah. You obviously think she's beautiful, fun side as well. I did note at this point, like, again, like what's going on with Montel's fade? Because I think maybe that's what it is, you know? His fade isn't sharp. It's really not sharp.
That's what is cutting between him and Tyreek.
Yeah. It's not sharp.
There is something with his hair. I wasn't quite sure. I was like, does he have the tools? Because he looks like he would normally have waves.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it. Like, it's not popping how it would normally. But maybe it needs to fade. That's harsh, though, because when are you going to get that?
Yeah. Unless someone does it in a villa.
Yeah. Everyone said it's not fading.
It's not. It's not. That is true life of Bodge. Montel did ask if she has a fun side. Yeah, because she's hella boring. She is. Leah is hella boring. Everybody knows it.
What did Leah respond? Because I felt like she didn't say yes.
She was like, yeah. She said yeah.
Or did she say like I have to get to know the person or something? I felt like it came with a caveat.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, when I'm more chilled or when I kind of get like, yeah, when I'm more into it, then it kind of comes out. She was
right. Some introverts try and sell you on that, like people that know me are like, I'm really fun, and I don't believe them.
No, maybe you're fun to the people that you know. Do you know what I mean? not in general.
And how long are you going to wait for her to warm up on a television show before we're going to see the fun side? That's a bit long.
It is. And then I think we can jump to Scott and Leah. So Scott, like, you know, Leah basically tells him off the bat, yeah, Montel's a bit of me. Yeah. You know, and then she starts getting annoyed. She was just like, well, you haven't chatted to me at all. And, you know, in the thing, I saw you holding Catherine's hand, and I think you're just not genuine. And you should have told me you had a real connection with her. And he was just like, I think he was just taken aback, like, whoa, where is this coming from?
Where did all this come from?
It was a switch. It was a switch out of nowhere. Like, I don't know what we haven't seen, but it was just like she really got the impression, or maybe because it's happening again, that she's getting the impression that he's really, really into her and she's the favorite, or maybe she's just.
Remember, Remember before he was like, I'm leaning more towards Leah.
Yeah. It's true.
I'm leaning more towards Leah. We're having really good chats. And then again, it's happened. It's Sammy all over again. It's like she's getting the flirty banter. Then all of a sudden they cut out on her and they're like, no, it's tactic.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, sorry. But I do think like just because you've got great eye contact doesn't mean people are going to fall in love with you. Like, it just doesn't mean. It's just like it's an ego boost to them. Do you know what I mean? But it's not the be all and end all. It really isn't. Like, you know what it is? It's like Leah has it's like she has a box of tricks. Like, I do this, I do this, I do that, I move like this, and I say this, and I giggle like this, and I'm breathless. It's like all out of like, it just seems very like, I've read books about how to bang a man.
You know what I was thinking? It's, you know, like when people would read Sex in the City and then start to do like, Carrie 101. Like, you're going to do what she does in that episode. Doesn't convert.
That's it. And it is wild. I think Jessica G was just saying.
Leah was very entitled about the hand-holding thing. Like, girl, he's not even in a couple with you. He can't hold hands. It's not that deep. Leah was pressed. Leah is the common denominator.
Yes, she is.
She is.
I'm telling you, she is the epitome of that meme, that little white girl smiling at the camera and there's a house on fire in the back. That's Leah. That's actually Leah. Like, what?
Life of Bodge said, pretty women are often boring. Thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you even rate that? How do you what? No, you can just say Leah is boring. You know what I mean? And pretty is objective. No, I think
she says Leah is a pretty girl and probably the outside that's all she needs. However, everyone in there is pretty, so you need to move more than your looks. Yeah, you do absolutely. You need more than your looks to your name and get in this game. Definitely.
That's it. She feels like, that's the thing. And it's just like, what kind of surface level relationship are you really looking for then? Do you know what I mean? If that's all like, oh yeah, flat my eyelids, like just not even flat my eyelids because she holds eye contact, so there's no blinking. Like
I know it's her intense stare, but it will only last for so long because I'm still yet to see what Leah brings. Like, what does Leah bring other than like looking at people? I just want to know. And the thing is, it's like with everyone, she's in the morning, you said you're not closed off with Mitch and now you're mad at Scott for holding Catherine's hand. Are you all right? Like, do you know what I mean? So what is Scott supposed to think also? Do you know what I mean? You're not looking from that point of view. However, let me even get there. However, with Scott then was just like, oh no, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to stop getting to know you. I know I'm leaning more towards Catherine, but I still want to get to know you. Don't be put off by what I'm doing because the door is still open, essentially. So it's just like him saying that was just reinforcing that, like, what she's saying. And also as well, she cried before. She's going to have a breakdown if this doesn't go her way. She's going to have a breakdown because then Scott goes to Mehdi, Mitch and Sammy, and he was just like, so I'm leaning towards Catherine, but I still want to get to know Leah. And they were just all silent. Mitch makes a face, and then it's like he literally, the way they edited it, it was like him walking away from that situation, going straight to Catherine. Do you want to come to the go up to the terrace? I was howling. I was like, this can't have happened in like, let's even stretch it out as even in 20 minutes. If that all took place in like half an hour span, that guy is nuts. Like, he was moving loose as hell.
Wild.
But if it was all in 3 hours, then I could get it. But the way they ran that together, I was like, you guys are taking the piss out of Scott's life. Like, this,
honestly, do you know how it was so deep? Because what they done, I think they showed a shot of Leah unrelated, and then they show Scott looking around, then ducking down on the terrace. What the like? What? And yes, Aratak, yes, and the eye rolls from Molly, yes. Like when Scott and thinking, you can see Molly. Molly's like, hey, I told you, Molly don't like Catherine. She don't like. She don't like. Yeah.
Basically, Catherine is now taking her best friend's option to stay in the house.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's kind of fair. But if he did do all of that in 5 minutes, like one after the other, all of those actions, that's mad. that's Scott is actually next level game player. Like he is like,
yeah.
I'm securing my stay. However, I got to secure my stay
by any means necessary. Yes. And I think maybe because him and Catherine survived.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's why. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. Like, but it's just wild. It's absolutely wild. So then Catherine and Scott, they're on the terrace, you know, he reiterates again that he's swaying towards her, you know, they want each other and everything, and then he goes in for a kiss, and it's a big smooch. It's very passionate. You see Catherine's hand involved as well, kind of thing. It was an angle, and then afterwards he's red. Red. He was like, whoo, that was hot. That was hot. And they're both happy. This is the thing. Yes. And I was just like, look at the contrast, yeah, between Mehdi and Whitney and Catherine and Scott. That's like genuine passion. That's what that came. That's what that looked like to me.
It did. It looked passionate. It was all a bit mad. I don't know. Yeah. It just felt like an acceleration in the house, like, you know, like when time speeds up, it was like this has moved really fast from where we were yesterday. But you know, I want Catherine to stay in, so I don't know, was it genuine passion? I don't know. As Shanice just said, that was not genuine passion.
No.
I don't know if it was either. Like,
okay, tell me why. Why is that not genuine passion?
It felt desperate. Like, it felt like, okay, Scott's weighed up. At some point, we're going to have a recoupling taking place. And it's probably going to be the girls leading, and I need to secure my stay. And he was hedging bets. He's like, Leah, kind of like her, but she's got options. She could pick somebody else. I need to secure Catherine now. And so he just went in for the kill. And Catherine's on him. So I don't know if Scott is really on her. I think Scott is like, she's pretty, but
you know what? I think Scott's gonna choose Leah.
For fuck's sake.
Because this is one of the most savages. What you got? I was gonna call it Game of Thrones because it is
like Game of Thrones at this moment. It's like swaps. Like, I honestly am like, nah, Scott isn't Catherine's. He's not. He was hedging his bets for now.
Yeah.
We have a recoupling. Catherine's gonna pick me, and I'm still in because Leah is too flaky with this. Yeah. I haven't secured Leah in the right way, and I think that kiss was just to secure Catherine for the next 24 to 48 hours. Like, it's that quick that
maybe I hear it. I hear the logic. I hear it.
2 days I've secured I could get selected by Catherine. Now if it was Scott is picking, Scott could do Catherine dirty and pick Leah. All a bit of a madness though for Catherine. Like, she needs to keep on chatting to everyone. You've got options open.
Montel, who can she talk to? Montel.
It's not him either.
Let me see if I can try and put this thing in. How do you normally?
So I was thinking that it's in the presentation box.
Yeah.
And then you would link it to the web page and play. But for me, that presentation box isn't even popping up for me. Like, my in the shed isn't great.
Because I know why. Because last time when you left me on my lonesome.
You did well though. Come on, you did well.
Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try and do this and see
Because everyone in the comments was saying something has taken place. And
and I don't want to miss out.
I'm like, cool. Medi has jumped ship from Whitney. This cannot be okay.
Okay, let me see. Can you
Love Island first? Sponsored by Cafe Latte.
Okay. Never have I ever cheated.
Oh wow!
Zach. Obviously, it's not a flex. It's definitely been a couple times. I feel like I was very young at the time, and it's like I don't regret nothing I've done. I like the person I'm becoming. I've matured, no excuses.
What's a cheer, always a cheer, Zachariah? Like Jess said, what's a cheer, always a cheer.
No, Zach didn't have to say anything, by the way. He could have kept his mouth shut, but he...
Exactly, it's giving confession, it's giving growth.
It's not judging thing.
It's definitely not judging. Okay, I'm not judging. Can you see why I'm actually annoyed, though? With who? Mitch. Why is he involving himself in absolutely nothing to do with him? Yeah, I know. Like, if I don't have any problem with Zach or Molly, what is your beef?
I wanted to let you know that I would like to get to know you more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that.
I think you're a smart girl. You are articulated. I've been confused for the past days.
Right,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think there's other qualities to you, but I'll keep them to myself for now.
Okay, I like that. You have to leave it a little bit hidden, don't you?
Of course.
So I like that.
Yeah, you'll sleep on the mystery and discover later.
What? Get out of here.
Crass!
I can't stand him. I swear to God.
No.
Oh my gosh. Seriously.
Wow. No. That's when, like, nah.
Wow.
Where Medi? Where did Medi decide Leah?
Out of nowhere.
Leah is an option. Or how? That's nuts. No. And for one, when she even said that, that's shocking. I don't think Leah is remotely interested though.
No, she doesn't like Medi. She's never mentioned Medi once. She never. But what that will do again is cause problems for Whitney. Do you know what I mean? So again, Leah is involved in a madness. And I know she's gonna be like, it's not my fault that everyone likes me. I know she's gonna be one of them.
That's crazy. If like you've literally just Whitney though, you literally just moved on a notch. Like, and so now you're gonna
everybody knows that it's fake. That's the thing. Yes. I think like Medi thinks that he's a loser, he's not gonna win with Whitney. Which is probably true. Do you know what I mean? But we need someone for Whitney. They're taking liberties.
And Whitney ain't even in the running with Montel. He hasn't mentioned her.
Yeah.
They can't lose Whitney, you know. Like
if they lose Whitney,
I'm
not gonna be happy. Did you see Sideman's Instagram page that he's made for Whitney?
I've been meaning to share that to our stories. Yes. For you guys watching, you may not be on Insta as well. There is a new Insta page that Sideman created for Whitney, so that when she comes out, she has a very healthy growth of a page to carry on with. I'll put it in our stories on Instagram as well. I'm shocked at that, you know. I'm shocked. I'm
really shocked. I'm really shocked. What? I don't like Medi, you know.
Never liked the dude.
I'm not
absolutely
a fan.
Never liked him.
I'm not a fan at all. Seriously. Gosh.
Oh God, this is annoying though, because who potentially could save Whitney?
No one. Which guy in there is going to save Whitney? None of them are.
I mean, in effect, let's say Leah did jump ship.
Yeah.
Got with Medi for some reason. I don't know why she would ever do that to herself, but maybe if she did, maybe Montel would have to pick Whitney. Maybe they will get on like brethren.
I think Montel and I don't know, Whitney can have banter with everybody. That's what I was going to say. Like, I think they could get on, but she can have banter with everybody. She chats everybody. Do you know what I mean? She's well liked.
Okay, everybody is saying the girls are picking.
Yeah,
okay.
The girls are picking. So it's going to be between, it depends what order. So if Whitney goes last, So are the bombshells picking first though? That's the other thing, because they've been changing up the rules. You know what I remembered also as well? This is season 10, so we're getting Love Island like Love Island's never been done before.
Yeah. All the madnesses are taking place, and Whitney could just switch on Medi one time, like you French fool trying to chat to the next girl on me.
No, say that back.
She could switch on him hard and not even want to chat to Medi anymore. Anyway. So he could be losing out all round. I don't know why Medi is doing this to himself. This is really stupid.
This is not, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not a strategy. Like, it's not going to work for you. Like, no, Leah has not shown one bit of interest in you.
It's actually really stupid. It's a stupid.
You should have gone after Mal. Why are you going after Leah? Do you know what I mean?
It's really dumb. It's dumb. I don't know why he would. Maybe he sees a fun side in her.
No, I don't think so.
I can't see it. I can't see it happening. But this seems really stupid of Medi.
You know what? Yeah, or it's the producers. Yeah, and they need to boost Leah. Do you know what I mean? Because Leah was down, and now Thingy's Montel likes her.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because I think, there was someone that complained. I think you're right. I think it was Leah that refused to film. Do you know what I mean? I think it was Leah.
You think? I mean, you know what? You may be right. There may be something in that. Yeah. Like,
to keep her sweet.
Let's give Leah more attention and keep that, because this just feels very stupid. Is Leah even going to be in a quandary on who to pick? If Leah's picking and you go between Montel and Medi, are you really going to be like, oh, this has been a hard choice for me? I don't think it is.
It's not a hard choice. That would be very disingenuous for her to say that it's a hard choice. She don't like Medi. Leah and Medi, it doesn't even make sense. Like, you can't even, like, you have no, but at least Wit has banter. Do you know what I mean? They can go back and forth. You don't even have any banter. Like, what is it? What?
This is dumb. Medi's been set up.
It's infuriating. Yeah, but I don't care. Like, Medi can go. Do you know what I mean? He can really go. But I just like, if Leah, it depends the order in which they pick. If the bombshells pick first, then I really don't know what it's going to be. Oh, sorry. Sistren is saying it's Jess that refused to film. How do you know?
Yeah. How do you know? I was between the two. I was like, it's either Jess or Leah. But this is oh my god, this is crazy. This is a mad one.
This will prove Sammy right. It will.
Monica, you're not even lying. It's the truth.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
King Cash says now Medi can go. That was quick.
Yeah,
I guess, but that still leaves Whitney vulnerable unless another good guy comes in.
Yeah, unless they bring someone else. No one. So
it's taken us this long to wrap our heads around him and Whitney. Nobody has brain space for Medi and Leah. Exactly. We don't.
At all.
We don't have brain space, and I can't see it. I literally am like, I don't see that. No, I don't see that. Jess, she cried after the date.
Oh, she did. She did, but it looked like later on in the episode, it did look like her and Catherine had made up because they were sitting down holding hands with someone else, with Ella, I think. So I thought it was squashed now, because she did have that conversation with Sammy too. Like, okay, it is what it is. There's nothing they can do. But to be fair, I wouldn't put it past Jess either.
Yeah.
Oh, there was an
I get
article.
how in the edit that could have, or if she had a really big blow up meltdown, like I hate what is going on. Yeah, how they could have smoothed that through. Definitely, it did. Yeah, Jess. I could see her emotions that can kind of run high. I could see her.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can't call this, I really can't call this, because it really depends on the order. It really depends on the order of which it goes. So, like, if Leah, it depends. Eesh.
I mean, Nikki G, that would be interesting. Unless Montel couples with Whitney, if Scott is with Catherine and Medi goes for Leah, that just sounds so mad.
But that would be perfect in terms of like, it would make sense. Then Leah and Medi can go, right?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
But if it is girls picking, I'm sure it definitely is the girls' turn to pick. It
Yeah,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah, it is.
the
Yeah.
girls' turn to pick.
Mal is going to pick Sammy for sure.
Yeah, she probably is, isn't
She's
she?
going to pick Sammy. Yeah.
King Cash says Sammy and Whitney about to be left over. That would be hilarious.
Oh, could you imagine?
That would be so funny. She says, I think Ty and Ella are the strongest couple in there by a landslide, and others are not even remotely close.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. They are. It's crazy. And the thing is, like, you would think it would be Molly and Zach as well, but we just don't like. It doesn't seem like there's a lot there. They just seem really dry and boring and stuff, you know. But not even in a cute way. Kind of like how they try to force Ron and Lana on us.
Absolutely, that is Molly and Zach.
Yeah.
Definitely. And hopefully one of them will figure that, or there'll be an insight and they will leave each other alone and start a new journey.
Yeah.
I think they need to. Diane says Ty and Ella are not compatible. Ty don't care and Ella cares too much.
Yeah, I agree, but they're gonna stay together to win the show. Yeah.
She's the best of his type in there, and I think he'll stick with that.
And she'll be loyal. She will be loyal. That's the thing.
He is her type though. Like you know, it's like that's who she would be. Well, she liked him.
Yeah.
When she saw him in a London nightclub, it's like,
yeah, it's true.
Like this dude. She likes him. Clarence says Ella is just not smart at all. Not a fan, no.
Oh, I don't even know.
Erin says that's why I think Ella and Ty are playing the game by attacking other couples. Yeah. Babita says maybe Montel and Whitney are vibing well and we have not seen it, hence Medi covering himself. I hope that is what is going on. I hope so.
But like, do you think?
I just want Whitney to stay. I don't even care about Montel. I want Whitney to stay. And if she happens to have a guy that she vibes with so that she's safe, I'm happy with that.
Because also as well, Montel, we haven't seen Montel talk to Molly yet.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah.
So we'll still need to see how that plays out.
Yeah, because he's also Molly's type.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And Molly, yeah.
Let's see. Oh my God. Joey says Casa better have lads for Whitney, Catherine, and maybe Ella if she's open. That's if they get there, you know, guys.
Yeah. Ella's not going to be open. Ella will probably be there, but she's not going to be open. Catherine, I'm worried. Like, if this thing with Scott doesn't work, I'm worried. I just don't know. I didn't think he was going to kiss. I didn't think it was going to escalate, but we'll see. And Whitney, they need to bring some. Can't they just bring back Ovi? To be fair, Ovi probably
he's not in the country.
He's not in the country, but would he even go for her? I don't think so.
Nah.
No, he wouldn't go.
Nah. I think
I don't think his type is even in the villa. To be honest, at the moment, he wouldn't go for anything.
Wouldn't it be what's her name? Mal.
I think she's too small. He likes. Don't he like curvy kind of girls?
I think so. Curvy brunettes. Maybe Ella. Potentially.
Again, she's a bit small. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, it would be, if you're going to bring back somebody that's been in a show before, bring back Ovi. That would be great.
That would be epic.
That would be a good one. Oh, my word. Yes, it would be great. When do you think Casa will come? Next week?
Ooh.
Work it out as. I think it could be the end of next week. I think we're 7 to 10 days away. Feels like it's a wrap. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Because what week 3, right?
Yeah.
8 weeks. Yeah. A week and a half.
Yeah. We're close to Casa. So, but this is a hard time because really any of the girls, like our faves, Whitney or Catherine, could potentially go.
Yeah. It'd be so sad.
It really would. Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay. Wow. We have been on for almost an hour and a half.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Sorry. Oh, see.
Oh, look, Narcus says week 5. Okay.
Oh, is it week 5? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, that's even more scary. That's 2 more weeks they got to survive. That's a long time.
What else is going to happen? It's just chaos.
I mean, who knew that Medi was going to start moving mad? Like...
But to be fair, yeah, I do think like Medi and Ella are what's it called? Are actors.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's not out of his realm, of his remit, of his brief. So he can move mad at any time.
Oh my god. Hoodoo says Ty will mess around in Casa and act like he had a revelation and confess feelings for Ella to win the show. Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, that's
he'll write her a poem.
That is happening. Get the whole house involved.
Yeah,
like Ty is sorry.
Do the tunnel of love.
Yeah, that is Ty's MO. He's definitely gonna do that. Definitely. Monica says the Bombshells have the ability to mash this villa up.
You know what?
Oh, I just had a thought. Okay, so let's say
I just had one too.
Yeah.
Go on.
If they allow the Bombshells to go first, yeah, as they rightly should, and Montel decides to just do a curveball because he got stunned by Ty. He's like, I'm picking Ella. Ella's coming in bed with me now. I'm going to have her for a week. Then Ty, he's going to be loose, and he may have to couple up with Whitney.
No. Leah is going to bag Ty.
But Leah may be like, nah, I'm going to go for Medi. Because Medi's like loyal.
No. If Ty is available, you think Leah's not going for Ty?
But I want Montel to literally challenge Ty and be like, I'm coupling up with Ella. And what? Like, I want Montel to do that.
That would be excellent TV to watch. Seriously.
I want it to take place. Go on, what was you thinking?
My thing was thinking about Casa. So quickly, Diane says, I dare Montel to couple up with Ella. Yes, I double dare him. Let's go. What would be about with Casa that if somehow working the public vote or something, that they pick a bombshell that has to go into the house, into the villa. I'm not a bombshell, a Casa girl that has to go, or Casa boy. Do you know what I mean? So they have to. Do you know what I mean? So they can see the couples emerging or whatever, so they get to pick whether they stay and someone gets eliminated no matter what.
That would be good. That would be absolute pandemonium. But you love it.
It'd be chaos. It'll be absolute chaos. Oh God.
Oh gosh. All right.
Think that'll be epic. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Today's looks like it's going to be interesting in it. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. No, it does. We'll definitely be tuned in and tweeting on Twitter as always. And thank you guys for tuning in with us and watching the first look with us as well. We should actually do that if we can. I don't know how we'll be able to do it, but we're in the studio. We should try and do that if we got the timing right as well. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. As always, if you're not already subscribed to our channels, please make sure you do. Your aunties could never, and also the Shade Borough. Make sure you like this video video too. Everybody should be doing that already. Everyone that's in here should like this video so we can beat the algorithm. And make sure you also, you know, if you're watching this later, leave us a little comment, let us know what you think. And then also make sure you share this video too. We're just trying to grow our family as much as possible. And yes, we'll be back tomorrow at the earlier time of 12-ish.
Yeah, 12-ish, guys. Thank you all so much.
Yes. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.